Hey guys, Dan Hood, Big DH2000 here. Had a request for some custom slingshots. The requirement was they had to be at a natural phenolic and they had to be a pair that were shaped pretty close to identical. It was more, if one gets damaged, you have the other one. Tie them both up with bands, so that you have them handy. But at the same time, they had to be real thin, so they could just be slid in a pocket. The individual really appreciated and enjoyed the Ray Shot, or the Axiom Champ, if you will, but it was a little small for this individual's hand. And at the same time, the Maxim, which is made by Simple Shot, is a little too big and is also not offered in phenolic. So they asked me for something in between the two, and they also wanted it in phenolic, a lasting thing. But here they are. Here's one, here's two. They're out of 3/8 natural grade phenolic, natural color. This resin actually, when you get natural colored phenolic, sometimes it comes a lighter brown, sometimes it comes a darker brown. I really don't know what the secret is or what the magic is. I probably should research it. The person wanted the universal fork tips. This is somewhere in the middle between, like I said, the Ray Shot, Axiom Champ as it's called, and the Maxim. It's somewhere in between them, or the Axiom. I'm not sure where. I know it's definitely smaller than the one and bigger than the other. Put the grooves on that Ray always puts on. These are meant to be, how should I say it, beat 'em up frames carried in the pocket, frames put through abuse, frames used for hardcore hunting and shooting, not really used, for targets, targets or competitions or looking pretty. They're meant to be abused. They were made in trade. I try not to, any design that somebody else's or close to somebody else's like this of this nature, I try not to sell. I try to trade if I can, out of respect for the original designers. And I try not to make too many of them. These will probably be the last two I make of this design, unless the actual original designers ask for one. Anyway, these are headed out. Hopefully the individual enjoys them. They fit nicely in my hand too. Although I'm not a through the fork shooter, so I wouldn't have put the second set on, but the individual wants them. I suspect what's going to happen is one of these is going to be set up through the fork and the other is going to be set up over the top. And then when they decide which one they like, they'll set them both up the same way so that they can carry them at all times and have them ready. Anyway, just one more little something. Let me put it in front of my face so it focuses on it. Hope you guys like them. Ray and Nathan, excellent design and collaboration over the years on this design. It's not necessarily one that I use, but I know a lot of people use it, and I get a fair amount of requests for them, most of which I turn down and send them your way. But this is a good friend, so I tweak these for him. Hope you don't mind.